Hello, everyone. This is Vet Talk, and I'm your host, Sergeant Gonzalo Duran. I'd like to say thank you to our executive producer, JM Empire Media, and Vero G Production. Oh, you're right here.
Yes, I'm right here. What's up, everybody?
And today's sponsor for this episode is Meet Me at the Crossroad. And today, my honored guest is Veronica G.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm honored. I really
No,
am.
thank you for coming. You know, we haven't sat down in a little bit. The last time it was you grilled me pretty hard for my candidate for a city council interview.
Yes. Did I do okay?
You did it fine.
Okay.
But
okay.
you got me. You got those tough questions on me.
No, not a problem.
No, so it has been a while since we've seen you, and we hadn't had you on the show in even more time than that. So, that being said, would you like to start off with maybe a year-end review of what you did last year?
Sure, definitely. So, again, first and foremost, thank you for having me. I'm honored. Even though we do help you with the show, but I just want to say I really am thankful to be a part, knowing you for over 10 years, and just as a friend and see your growth. And congratulations on all your endeavors. So.
And this is technically our 9th year.
Yes.
For Vet Talk.
Yes.
We did 2 years during the COVID. What's it called? On Zoom or online?
Online.
On video. Video. Computer video, whatever they call it.
Something
and
like
then
that.
this is our 7th year in studio, which to have all this new production level, it's been incredible. Don't forget, we're featured in the Bronx, Manhattan, and Brooklyn now.
Yes, those 3 boroughs. Yeah, we just said. I'm like, wait, about to say states. Wait a minute. So to answer your question, okay, so a lot has happened since last year. Even before we talked and everything that happened. So let me just brush up to your words right now. I've just been amazed to see the growth yourself as well, and also what I've been doing as an artist. My music and everything else, and to see that the reception I've been getting from people that I never thought. You know how you say you work so hard, you put your time, you invest your time, everything, and you see that people really do love what you're doing. And to see that within last year, I became, as you know, from the Bronx, as you mentioned before. You already know what I'm about to say. You're one of the Hall of Fame women that were Power of Women for. I think it was Chef's Media.
Yeah, it was 40 of the top 40 women in the Bronx. Yes. It was the coordinating was a Shop Media. And I mean, you're hobnobbing with presidents, senators, DAs, and stuff like that.
I was just like, I looked the grub. I was just there having a good time, but I was with the grub. The food and everything. But it was great to be there with other amazing women that represent the Bronx and to be a part of that. And also, besides that, I did receive numerous awards for other things as well, with my music and community work. And also, I received the President Lifetime Achievement Award last year. From the BIA Awards. Big shout out to them, and big shout out to you guys for just being there supporting me along the way.
Well, I mean, a lot of that has to do with the work and advocacy that you're doing. Yes. Besides being a producer, a talk show host, a musician, a writer, I can keep on going. But you also putting yourself out there. One of the things for Vet Talk that we try to do is try to end stigmatism as much as we can. With mental health is one of them. Another one is the DV,
yes,
domestic violence. You've been very prominent over the years, helping us to put these events together so that people know, there's the situation, the overcoming it, and then also what you do afterwards. Okay. And your life and career have been, had stepping stones, which included that.
Oh, yeah. Just briefly about that, being a domestic violence survivor. I don't call myself as a victim because I overcame and I'm still here. And so see, from those experiences I went through, even to now, to knowing that, anybody can overcome anything. People can go through the worst in life, but realize you can overcome it and push yourself and other people. That's amazing. So thank you. Yeah.
And now you've documented some of these situations, events too.
Yes. Okay. So if you guys could see, this is one of the books I read a couple years back. It's called The Trials and Tribulations of Vero G and Trials and Tribulations and Autobiography of Vero G. And this book has been out for some time now. And it's available on Amazon, so you guys can purchase as well. And this talks about, like you mentioned, some of my things, besides being a domestic violence survivor, things I've encountered through rape, being in the foster care system, being homeless and pregnant many years ago, and encountering so much more. And to know that, this is a book of an insight of what open doors for other people to know that if I went through this, and I'm still here in this world, to provide and continue helping other people along the way, then there's so much greatness for other people as well.
I mean, in our interactions when we first met, You know, that wasn't something that would even popped up into my head until we started doing the DV program. And then,
Yes.
you know, you brought up, I was like, wow, did not know that. And even more recently, now that I have my own autographed copy of the book,
Yes.
you know, when after I read it, you know, I didn't know things that you have gone through. And, you know, do you want to share any particular parts in the book?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have something, or there's a part that I would like if you can?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
You know,
Yeah.
we've conversed over the years. I knew about your mother, I knew this, but I never asked about your father.
Yes. My dad, he was very close to me, even when he passed away years ago. And I went through so much as a child, you know, going through, it wasn't easy, it was a dysfunctional home. And, you know, sometimes, you know, you see things differently from the inside to out. And when I went through so much, my dad was always my protector, you know.
And do you, that's just a personal question, if you don't mind me asking,
Okay.
do you think him in your life would have made more changes?
I don't know, honestly, to be in a situation, because he was already declining, you could say. But I think the way that he exited out, it did impact me a lot. And it made me stronger now, more than ever, looking back at it. I mean, I still have those days where I do mourn about him, even though it's like been over 20-something years now. But I just feel like in my heart, he's there with me in other worlds, you know.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, we've gone through some of your past right now. What's currently in your repertoire? Besides all the things that I mentioned a few minutes ago?
No,
Are you working on anything right now?
Yes. Oh, so as we speak, I have a single, which is actually not mine, but it's artist by Real Lyrics, and feature on, it's called On My Way. It's out now on digital platforms. I do have the Energy album finally coming out this year, the 5th EP album, finally in the works. That'll be out sometime soon. And I'm working on another album as we speak now, the sixth full album, and that's called A Brand New Me. So that's coming out this year as well. So I'm working, and I'm working on the collaboration with other artists. I'm doing a lot of work.
Well, with all the songs, I've asked you this question before.
No, it's okay.
With all these songs that you've produced and starred in, is there anyone that's like maybe a highlight?
Oh man.
Or number one in your purview?
It's actually two songs.
Okay.
One is Let Him Heal You, which was my first ever gospel song I ever written.
I've heard you perform that, yeah.
Yeah, that way. And I actually got a few accolades for that, so thank you for everyone for supporting that. And Gone Too Soon. That song is very dear to my heart, because last year I didn't realize I was carrying, or as they say, I was pregnant at the time. And I had is it called spontaneous miscarriage? So it was not meant to be, I guess, in that time, and it really has, till now, affected me a lot from that.
Well, thank you for sharing that, and we're sorry for your loss as
Thank
well. What about this one that I saw that I always thought was pretty a big deal with you and Cuban Link?
Oh man, yeah, everybody loves that one.
Would you talk about how that collaboration came together?
Yeah.
I've always been curious. I never asked.
No, please. Everybody's like, how did you get? No, it's God's timing. I always say. Actually, he was on the other location from the network before they moved it to here, and he was a guest of somebody else's show. So when I saw him, I was like, oh, game on. I was like, I'm gonna take this opportunity right now. Yes. So I waited till he got out. He was talking to his friend and the manager at the time. And I introduced myself, like, hey, how are you? Hey, Cuban. I call him Cuban. Hey, Cuban. Oh, you know how he is. He was cool and everything. And we just let it on from that point on. We exchanged numbers. And from that point on, we've just been friends. And luckily, he was on the show a couple times, the other show I had before. And once I just said, why don't we do a collaboration? You know how people are like, yeah. No, I was persistent. You know me. So I said, I'm going to make this happen. And I kept calling. We kept communicating through management. And the rest is history. We made that song.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. thank you.
If you guys haven't seen it, how would somebody go about seeing it?
Yes. Okay. It's called Call Me Vente Conmigo. It's Cuban link featuring myself, or something like that. I think. Yeah. Wait a minute. I think Vero G.
And him being featured.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. All these people. Yes. You get it right. Yeah. So you can check it out on YouTube on all platforms, and it's also available on all Spotify. Deezer, Tidal. Yeah.
And then you also have your own specific link and everything. Can you let the audience know so if they want to look you up and reach out to you?
Yeah, definitely. So my website is www.verogmusic.com. You can check all my content there. My Facebook is at VERO2884, or my Instagram is at official Vero G.
Now, any other projects that you're working on right now that you want to share with? You hit the musical stuff, and I know you do other stuff as well.
Yes. So as we speak, I do want to broadcast it here exclusively on your show. Okay. Yes! He's like, I get the first dibs. Yes, you do. All right, so we're actually collaborating on a second event for domestic violence, and that will be happening on February 17th. That's this, I think that's a Saturday.
Yes,
Saturday. And I believe the time, we made the time, or it was,
I believe it's for 4 to 6.
Something like that.
Or 3 to 5.
3 to 5.
3 to 5.
3 to 5.
Yeah, 3 to 5.
No problem. And it will be in the Bronx. We'll disclose the location eventually. We'll put it all together in the flyer. And I'm just honored to do this with you and to do, a domestic violence event with other authors that can also relate to that experience and that.
This is something that we do periodically throughout the year. We don't, we share the same thing where we don't want to focus on something on just when the time is right. Yes. Let's say, for example, Pride Week. Should it only be, celebrated during Pride Month? Et cetera. The last one we had was in September, November. I can't remember right now.
Oh wow, it was all back, yeah.
And we focused on what the situations will be. Yeah. When you come confronted with, let's say, domestic violence. One of the stories that really got to me was a woman mentioning how she got gasoline poured on her.
Yes, I remember that.
And I was like, wow, and then the second thing was having a La Nena, 2-time Golden Glove and Silver Champion, demonstrate self-defense. So that we can know stuff like that. And this particular one is focusing on the aftermath. 3 specific women, 4 now, I believe. So it's going to be yourself, Victoria. We're still looking for a third one. If you or someone has been through domestic violence and would like to participate, please feel free to reach out at ceo@devildogusainc.org. We have 3 women. If there's any children, elderly, or any males that have gone through DV, we would also like to hear from you directly as well. And these three women have books, and one is going to be singing regarding her situation. I don't remember her name.
She's an artist, with Gem Empire Media, and her name is Black Diamond, and she also is a domestic violence survivor, mm-hmm. and she'll be talking briefly about her story and also performing.
Yes. Yeah. So when we get everything detailed and squared away, we'll make sure that the audience gets it. But keep you guys February 17th between 3 and 5 open, okay?
Yeah.
Now, do you have any future projects besides that one that you're currently working on?
Yeah, actually, as we speak, again, you're getting exclusive on the show. He's like, yes. So prior to this, I'm working on with a few other artists locally, of course, new collaborations. I don't want to say too much, but one of them is Black Diamond. We're actually performing, I think, on February 1st, the new song we're working on, which is already going to be out soon. So I'm excited for our album, and I'm working on another book I'm working on, something personal, which of course I'll let you know when it gets out. And just working. I'm working, and you also got vote for me. Vote for me for the 8th LDM Awards this year.
LDM, what does that stand for?
It's hard to explain. It's like
but music.
Oh yeah, but it's LDM. It's for both songs, Gone Too Soon, mm-hmm. and Crush on You, and definitely vote for that. You go to www.ldmradio.com/vote, and there's for the pop category and for R&B for both songs.
Now, I know recently, within the last 6 or 7 months, you had, what's it called, the videos that you did?
Oh.
I can't remember the specific one.
Is it-
Documentary regarding.
Yes.
No,
Gone
please
too,
go.
okay. So then when you talking about, is it Gone Too Soon? That one is it?
I know there was more than one, but Gone Too Soon was the
Okay.
one where the silent one.
No, no. That's kind of, it's in the beginning it's silent, and then there's a good bit of every talking in there. That one, big shout out to him and Gemini Stacks who worked that together with the directing on that. That's out now. That's the latest documentary we did.
If I remember correct, that went to like a festival.
Yes. Okay. That one and the one you're talking about. That's the A Daughter's Love.
A Daughter's
That,
Love
that's
with
I'm
Society,
thinking
yes,
which
there
one.
you
Okay,
go.
the Gone Too Soon was recently, but the Daughter's Love actually that was on the Philadelphia Latino Film Festival. We didn't win, but we were nominated.
But you got it nominated.
We're
That's-
not.
Come on.
I'll take that. Yeah, it was great, and that talks about the grieving, the healing of losing someone. Yeah.
So obviously, I know it's a touchy subject, but speaking regarding maybe somebody who's never been in that type of situation, what happens when you get nominated? Do you get a phone call, a letter in the mail, a golden ticket? You know?
I'll take the golden ticket. Let me know, Willy Wonka, where you at? No. Actually, how this works, where they email you, or they was usually sometimes they call you or email you if you give them the information in advance, and they're like, congratulations, you're nominated for this. I'm like, oh my god. So yeah, it's really cool, good experience.
Now, where did it take place? There was this.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure this is one of your first times that something like this happening.
We got nominated for another film festival, but we didn't win. For this one's very special because it's, of course, Latino. It's like, wow,
Of course.
my own culture is, appreciate what we're doing. So this actually took place in Philadelphia. We didn't get to go because of traveling. It's just at the time it was too constriction. So no, it's good. But we got the chance to do a Q&A. At least we did that online, and these have some way to be involved in the whole process of that.
Okay,
So it was pretty cool.
Well, 2024 is now, and I'm assuming. I mean, you got more music coming out.
Yes.
Another book coming out. And you got events going on.
Yeah.
What would you like to see 2024 bring you?
I mean, more, of course, how can I say it? As more prosper, you can say. I would say, I just want to continue what we're doing and to keep helping with people, building, and take it from there, one day at a time.
Is there anything that you didn't accomplish last year that you'd like to do this year?
You know what? Nobody asked me that yet. Wink, wink. That's a good question. I like this. I would love to. This is something. The first you're getting this here again,
Okay.
exclusive on the show.
Okay.
I am manifesting, as they call it, as an indie artist. You could do this, to possibly be in the Grammys as a nominee. That is my next mission. And I know somebody, I talked to them already, but it's a process. It's a whole thing for next year. So I'm leaving it to God's hands. That's what I could do. That's
When
my
you say
big
next year, you mean this year or 2025?
2025. Because they already did the deadlines and everything.
Okay,
for that
okay.
year. So I'm going to leave it to the universe to see how that works. But wink, wink, if anybody could help out. Listen, Gonzalo couldn't, hey, listen, help me out. I mean.
If you look at the way your career has gone, I mean, books, music, performing, reaching up to the top 40 women, presidential award, all in 1 year. I mean, in my head, I'm like, where else do you go?
That's what I'm saying.
Like for myself, when it comes to business, the highest thing that I could say is I opened NASDAQ, right? Yeah. Where do I go from there?
That's amazing.
When you go Father of the Year for New York City, where are you gonna go? Father of the Year for the state? Like,
listen, take it.
But I like this Grammy idea. Like, I don't. I mean, off screen we'll talk. How the intricate parts of it. But yeah, I like that.
I'm honored. I'm even just to be considered, because I know they get a lot of submissions also.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even to be considered, or even not even you don't win, but the possibility of reaching that plateau as an artist, as your artistry, to see that your music is excelling to that point, that means a lot to me.
So to go a little bit back into your past, all the work that you've done, is there anything that I would say maybe a defining moment in your career? Because we're not just talking to somebody who's doing one field. You have many fields.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to touch on each one of them or just one specific, I would love to hear.
No, definitely. I think pretty much, let's explain all. I think in everything what I've done, like you mentioned, different things, the different plateaus, it kind of really pushed me because of my father. He really instilled me at a very young age. Like, I saw it when he was with the kids and giving them candy and here's some money, and just the kindness, the act of kindness really installed in me at a young age. And that's why I do now what I do. And sometimes, you know, there's times, as you know, we sacrifice it. Sometimes we have to do what we have to do, but it's to see the prosperity of it all, to see the people's smiles, to see the people that they appreciate the love that you give back, and that speaks volumes. And that's why, you know, I do struggle. I do go through some things personal, and I think, you know, what I went through personally in my childhood, even to, you know, my adulthood, and the things I went through in the past is in the book as well. I think it really made me who the person I am today.
And you know, with your bright smile and your happiness, it's sometimes, if you know, once again, if I didn't know what I know now, I wouldn't assume stuff like that. So so once again, thank you for sharing, you know, so deeply with that. For me, if you don't mind me sharing one of my my moments with you.
Oh my God, there's too many.
You know, there are many, but one of the things that pops up to me is the Christmas. Last year Christmas, we had the toy giveaway and etc. And I can't remember if we didn't have the music set up right, but it didn't matter because
I remember that.
you just did a cappella in the moment. I'm like, come on, look at this.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I remember that because he was like, we were looking around and we was like, how are we gonna do this? And I'm like, let's just get it.
Let's do it.
I remember that. Yes.
And right there, perseverance and your work ethic right there shined again. You know, and you know, I can go on and on the things that we've done, but you know, I would ask that, you know, for the viewers out there, let's say the young girls or the people that are trying to break into the music industry, what advice would you give them?
Ooh, I'll make it short because it's too long for that one. I think from my own personal experience, any woman out there that's just getting out there and that's trying, I say there's 3 things that I learned from my own experience to help them along the way. 3 of them is, one is, of course, is be humble. I've seen too many artists out there in the industry that have an ego trip, and that's what it clashes. They're prosperous. There are ways of opening doors for them because they think they're, excuse my French, the shit, you know, when they have to really humble themselves. That's one thing. Second thing is pray. Prayers do get answered if you stick to what you're doing and you love what you do. The money may not come right away, but as long as you stay focused in your faith, everything will come into place. And the third one I would say is go all the way in. Go all the way in. Don't do half-ass. Excuse me, French again. Don't. You know, I'm trying to be clean about it, but I know I'm trying to be cool about it.
Hey, this is not the Vero G show.
No. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be clean. It's hard to like, but you know, I'm meant to be G-rated about it. Yeah, go all the way in, because I realize when you do things half what it is, it doesn't come out the way you want it. And I say, you know, those are 3 things that really help me a lot right now, even till now. So.
And you know, that's, well, the music industry. What about, say something with the writing?
Writing. Anybody that's out there that's an author or just coming out or just trying to figure out how to, you know, tap into that, I will say deep in yourself. Look into yourself. Find out what will help others or inspire other people. Help yourself, or that could be something instrumental in their life. And I feel like writing is, for me personally, is my escape to reality, in the sense of I'm able to express myself, and maybe that could help somebody. While I'm healing through that my own way, healing somebody else that could also read through what I'm write about and like, wow, this is an eye-opener. So, yeah.
See, right now I'm taking down notes because I've been trying to get a book done for a very long time. I have the cover, and I have the title, and I have the outlines, but I haven't done it. And you're up to book number 5 now, or
no?
6?
No. Oh my God.
10, 15. Am I too low or too high?
No, you're good. You're good. I've been writing books like for, I think around the time we know each other. I think around 10 something years. No, like 7 years. And this is like now. Well, this is the earliest one of the recent books I've done. But overall, the latest book is called A Daughter's oh God, I forgot the name of my other book. I was like, I have a brain fart. What else wrong with me today? It's a daughter's. It's not a daughter's love. It's the other one. It's about me and my son. You know, some of the one I told. I think probably know talking about that one. And that I think it's over 40 some books I read already.
Wow.
Yeah,
I was way off.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah,
not.
I don't want to go off the numbers, but yeah.
Once again, a woman that's prospered in so many different fields. When she says go all in, go all in. Now, just for the audience, one more time, if you can tell them how to reach you, how they can contact with you, etc.
Not a problem. So, okay, you guys can follow my Instagram is @officialverog. Website is www.verogmusic.com. My Facebook is @VERO2884. And you guys can find me there, mostly more on Instagram or Facebook, you know. So if you guys want to contact me there, and also bookings, if you want to contact me there, you could check my email, VERO2884@yahoo.com. And I appreciate it. Thank you again.
Now, for those that are interested and beyond the show, feel free to email at CEO@DevilDogUSAInc.org. And until next time, as always, God bless America.